Dylan rant.
With our boy from Chicago. Yeah, don't say his fucking idiotic name. He's a fucking... This guy is hiding.
He hasn't been on for like a year, right? On YouTube.
He's hiding. I didn't know he was hiding. You listen, guys. He said some shit about...
Joey Diaz watches, too. Under his other account.
I mean, it bothered me for like a day. Then I realized who this guy was. I realized that he was attacking Rogan, Segura, Bert Kreischer, Theo, D'Elia. I mean, when you look at this guy's videos and you see this, listen, I sit here sometimes and I say some shit about people, but I don't cross the line. Not here. If I'm going to cross the line, I'll cross the line to your fucking face. I'm not going to cross the line on here. I'd rather cross the line. I don't want you to call me and go, hey, man, I heard you were talking shit about me on the podcast. No. I'll see you at the comedy club, and I'll tell you what I was saying. You know, when you watch his videos, at first I thought they were kind of amusing, but then they're sad. They're sad because he's a white kid that had everything going for him in his life. He's got rich parents. His family's got money. And he sits on a thing all day, again, with his white privilege and his little bottle of fucking whiskey. And he thinks it's cool, and his wife or his girlfriend, or whoever that is, and he thinks it's cool saying the things he's saying to people. One day, before we locked the podcast up, before the church went down, one day I was going through some emails. Like, this is just whatever. The ones you get on Facebook that don't come to you. Yeah, the private messages. And I got a message from some dude saying, listen, don't threat this fucking guy. We're going to kill him and all this shit. Listen, I could go back down. If you want, we'll get a computer fucking expert to find the thing on my Facebook, and you can find it, and you can read it, and you can see who the fuck sent it. I didn't know who sent it. You know those Facebook things that have no picture on them and shit? So one day I'm with Lee there, and I say the Malanucci brothers are looking for him. I don't even know who the Malanucci brothers is. It's like me saying the Staminki brothers. You know what I'm saying? This idiot ran with it. He Googled the Malanucci brothers, and Diaz is fucking, going to kill me. Listen, guy, again, I don't have the intelligence of Joe Rogan. I don't know what's going on in politics. I don't know what's going on in Russia. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I do know one thing. I know people, and I know how life works. When I said that about this fucking moron in Chicago, I said it as a throwaway line. It's like the idiot that said, debunk the police, whatever, defund the police. And I was like, that's a great idea. And all of a sudden, fucking people started hitting them in the head with bats. It's not a good idea, but it's
What's the worst thing Redbar ever did? I would assume making the song about Sam Tripoli's kids. But like, he did that song about my kids, I would just laugh and I wouldn't care.
Too late. You fucking were jumping up and down saying defund the police or whatever. I just said like a throwaway line. I'm going to sue him. Every 2 weeks I get a fucking call from a friend of mine or Theo, and we just goof on this guy. We just laugh. It's not even because if you have any street knowledge, if you know the way life works.
By the way, that's how you know Sam Tripoli doesn't take care of his kids, really. That's what dudes do who aren't really in their kids' lives. They overcompensate. You said that about my kid. Any person who ever said, if you say something about my kid, I'm going to get violent with you, is not really in their kid's life. That's their overcompensation for it. So.
At all. He's going to get his eventually. I don't have to do anything. Listen, if you think I'm going to pay somebody to go get you, did you see what happened in Miami yesterday? Or 2 days ago on fucking Friday? A dentist got 8 years for fucking, I think he got 8 years or 4 years or 5 years for planning his brother-in-law's hit. Okay, he paid the guys money, and it happened 11 years ago. They did the hit, everything went well. Those guys go out into the world, and that's an ace in the card now. If they get arrested, they always have an out. I took a contract from Joey Diaz and went to beat up some guy. I would never fucking pay anybody. I'll do it myself because dead men don't tell tales. Unless you send them, and then when they come back, you shoot them both. That's an extra 2 murders. I'm not in the mood right now for 2 fucking murders on my jacket. I don't even care about the fucking guy. But people were starting to get concerned, and I get a call every couple of weeks from somebody going, "This motherfucker's going to go down." This guy, and he insulted a non-comic. That was the worst move in his life. If I put any money on who was going to hunt this idiot down, it's the one non-comic. And I'm not going to say who it is. You have to figure it out since you talk
Or so he's not talking about Tripoli,
so much shit about
unless he considers Tripoli so not funny.
everybody. Life is fucking weird. And he's talked a lot of shit about a lot of people. And finally, Tripoli hired an investigator and found him in Tucson hiding.
Boom! There we go. So, Tripoli did hire an investigator. I guess he is in Tucson then.
Knocked on his condo. He was out there for 10 hours, Tripoli. Tripoli's going to kill him. And the guy wouldn't come down. I give him credit for not calling the police. You know what I'm saying? Because a typical white privilege move is to call the police. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I know.
White privilege. You're white. Even though you're Cuban, you're still white.
You didn't. But here's the problem. When the cops do come, somebody's going to show them all the videos that you said and all the shit you talked about.
Okay, and the cops were like, you still can't trespass.
And let me tell you something. It's not going to be a good day for you. I feel sorry for you.
What does that mean? If the cops come, someone's showing the videos and be like, yeah, you're still not allowed to show up at the dude's house. What is he saying?
I feel sorry for you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not angry. I don't wish nothing bad at you. And I knew this was going to happen to you because you're a fucking moron. Your father gave you too much money. You're a failed fucking comic. You're a failure as a comic. The only thing you could basically do is get on a fucking computer and say lies about people and talk shit about people. Really, bro? So now you had to leave your home in Chicago and hide in Tucson. And let me tell you.
And now, they're all winning, by the way. Because Redbar is bitching out. You got Cumia, Joey Diaz, Sam Tripoli. He is being a little bitch. Do a show, bitch.
If you don't think I called my ex-buddies that own Bugsies, that fucking Mexican cartel down there that used to eat bugs. Remember I used to go to a club named Bugsies in Tucson? It took a fucking, if you walked in there with a scorpion, you got in for free, and you got like 10 drinks and whatnot. Let me tell you something, motherfuckers. Life has a weird way of fucking shitting on you when you least expect it. This guy, did you need this? You're living in Tucson, hiding over a podcast? Think about that. Think about how bad your life is that you're hiding in Tucson over a podcast. Now where are you going to go next? Because now we got your number. Tripoli.
To be fair, he moved to Arizona before he stopped streaming, so he might have just moved to Arizona.
Got you with a fucking investigator. What are you going to do now, man? And for me, I'm not here to wish you bad. I'm not here to tell you I'm going to hunt you down. That's not even going to happen. I'm concerned with my wife and my daughter and what's going on here. Even though you had people call my wife and threaten my daughter.
What?
You don't think I knew it was you. We traced back all the numbers. Even though you said things about my friend's daughter, even though you said things about Rogan's daughter, you were talking about kids and you were saying a lot of weird stuff about people, bro. So this is what you got coming to you. So now what really dazzled me and what people really need to know is how big of a pussy you were that you didn't even come downstairs to meet Tripoli. Listen to me. You're going to have to meet these guys eventually and talk it out. Pay them off. Get your dad to send them a check. I know you were going to sue me and call the authorities. You did nothing. You did nothing because you got nothing to stand on. You're a heartless soul of a fucking man. And I'll tell you what, how it's going to go down. It's going to go down very simple. See, anybody who serves a dish correctly is going to give you time to breathe. They're going to let you settle down in Tucson and fucking go back to Chicago and think the coast is clear. And when you least expect it one night, you're going to run out of that fucking whiskey you drink and you're going to go to a liquor store. And there's going to be a guy there with a bat.
So you're threatening violence against him. This is what he's saying. I'm not threatening violence, but threatening violence. What is he talking about?
And he's going to hit you across the fucking head, maybe hit you across the legs, maybe hit you across the back. You're going to wake up with blood all over you and go to a fucking hospital. And you know how bad you're going to feel in that hospital? After somebody hit you in the fucking head with a bat and you got stitches. And God forbid if your wife is with him, because your wife had a good time.
I might do a Sam Tripoli shitting on his kid song just to try to get him here. That'd be hilarious. Him showing up at my door. Oh my God.
I'm on there too laughing. Remember how they made Rogan be guilty for laughing at my joke? Your wife is guilty of laughter. So if she's with you, I'm sure they're going to bust her in the fucking mouth too.
Threatening his chick, Jules.
So is this what you really want out of your life? Is this what was this podcast talking shit about people really worth you hiding your fucking living on a lamb over saying shit to people? Chris D'Elia, you went off on people. What do you think the result is going to be? I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to do it a la Frankie Five Angels. You ready for this? This is your option, stupid. Your option is to get some of that money from your father and pay off some of these comics. Give him 20 grand a piece.
You're bitching about a guy who made fun of you. This is ultimately what it is. He didn't dox them. He didn't swat them. He made fun of them. And they don't like the way he made fun of them. So they're threatening violence against him. So bizarre to me. So fucking wow. Wow. He made fun of you. He made fun of your kids. You made fun of Jaden Smith. That's Will Smith's kid. Wow.
Peace, whatever, so you could come out of hiding and live your life like a fucking man. Your other option is don't pay him. Face Tripoli. Face them, because now they're all going to start hunting you down. And eventually they're going to find you outside and they're going to bust your fucking head. So if I was you, why don't you face these fucking guys? Be a fucking man. You talk a lot of shit, right? You talk a big game. Be a fucking man. Because this is the only thing that's going to save you, is apologizing to Sam, talking about his kid. What the fuck is wrong with you? Saying shit, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We're talking about his kid, okay. Remember I took the thing of baby Ava crawling, and nigga sent me the picture and looked on it. I just laughed and said, okay. I gotta find out who you are and where you live. Because you took my baby girl's daughter's head photo and photoshopped it on something, and now fuck my career, I'm sending the goons after. What are you saying? What are you talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? I honestly don't understand what he's talking about.